Plus, actor-turned-director Christopher Reeve gets honored with his star. And things are getting pretty colorful around here. That's because Fiesta's just days away now. Mike Hernandez is in for John Willing. Mike, a great-looking day.
Excellent. And by the way, the aquifer dropped 0.2 of a foot, but we're still doing very well. I'll cover that, and we'll see what the weather holds for you for the next couple of days and your weekend. Stay with us.
You're watching News 4 San Antonio.
News. Eyewitness. Lee Dunkelberg.
All right, be careful out there, Lee. What's driving you crazy? You can let Lee know by calling us here at 224-KSAT.
Going bananas on Capitol Hill. What's this fruity protest all about?
Find out how a cartoon can help some people overcome their fear of spiders.
Plus, how can you weed out the good from the bad? Medical advice on the internet.
I'm David Sears. Coming up in just a few minutes in sports, the Spurs lose big in Sacramento. And 50 years ago today, Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier and played in the major leagues.
New on KSAT 12 News at 6, you've heard the story and seen the headlines. Now we'll show you the video that exposed the tragedy. What was this mom doing when she was caught on tape? Tonight, only on KSAT 12 News at 6.
The street, she can't count them all. In this Eyewitness Wants to Know report, Bill Merriman starts counting.
Well, we're now out here on the south side in the 300 block of East Drexel. Here, the problem with the street is threefold: multiple potholes, then poor drainage, and the need for a new sidewalk. The city patches the potholes, but the patch doesn't hold very long. And Stephanie Ramirez says, as a result, more damage is done to the vehicles.
Our cars are getting really messed up because of these holes and all this water out here. Our sidewalks turn to a lake. We don't know what to do.
Stephanie believes that the poor drainage contributes greatly to the amount of chug holes that pop up, particularly after a heavy rain.
As you can see, there's nothing where the water can go. We're just stuck with the water, and we just have to leave it there. Put a drain where the water can go. Cover these potholes for one.
Well, as long as you've got stagnant water, you can expect mosquitoes, and quite a few of these little fellows also will be hopping around. And so what Eyewitness wants to know now is just how soon can it be before the city can come out here and put in some better drainage, resurface the street to get rid of the potholes, and also add a nice new sidewalk. I'm Bill Merriman, and Eyewitness Wants to Know.
Coming up, it looked like an invasion in New York today, and Beanie Baby Mania causes a near riot.
Beanie Baby's a toy, isn't it?
Yeah. Costs $5.
Does that make any sense?
Why are they rioting?
Because everyone...
I'm Wendy Rigby. The mayor's claims of stalking and conspiracy are overshadowing many of the campaign issues, but he's not backing down. More from Bill Thornton and his critics on Eyewitness News at 6.
Surf our net at www.ivanhoe.com. More news headed your way tonight at 6. Denise is in the newsroom now. Denise, what are you working on?
Well, Ursula, another round of TB tests today at a local school. We'll have an update on this latest scare. Plus, our water woes are over, so we'll check out Canyon Lake, a place with too much H2O. And coming up in the buzz, Travis Tritt takes a bride. A sweet story of romance in the buzz. All that plus weather and sports coming up at 6. We'll see you then.
Thanks, Denise. Did you like the weather today? You want to put it in the box and save it till August? Well, Steve Brown's here to tell us if it'll stick around or not.
Yes, indeed. That's what we're going to look at. And they announced today the drought is over for San Antonio.
Woohoo!
Is it really? We'll talk about that in just a minute. Also, the forecast looking ahead into the weekend.
You don't want to...
Pennzoil, we know brutal driving.
It is
almost that time again.
We'll tell you what is getting ready to happen Fiesta-wise next. Into the drought, but also all that rainy weather we had last week. It seems like today was pretty much perfect.
If we did not get any more rain from now to the end of the month, we would have an above normal April. I mean, that's much rain we've had this month, 3 inches already. Our biggest rainy month coming still ahead of us is May. Now, the question is the drought really over? And actually, from San Antonio northward, it pretty much is. In fact, north of here, they're wetter than normal. But if you get south of here, by not that far, 50, 60 miles, all the lakes down to our south, like Choke Canyon Reservoir, are still running 30 to 40 feet below normal. I mean, they're missing a lot of water. Amistad also, Medina Lake out to our west.
There's a portable eye in the sky, and they can swing it and zoom in all over the place, all the way out to Kelly, as a matter of fact, way out in the northwest part of the city. You can see a little bumpy, some wind out there, but certainly a very nice, sunny day. Now, we'll take you to our Typhoon Isa, and the reason it's of interest to some...
South Texas. Temperature-wise, we should be near 80. We're right now 70. 72 at Kerrville, 72 at Del Rio, 72 down at Laredo. Nationally here, things are starting...
Starting at 5 o'clock.
I take my...
event.
That thing looks like a Panzer division coming at us. I mean, that big bulge and all that, and yet it's not going to have that much of an effect.
No, because at this time of the year, they go southeast. They go towards Atlanta.
Just kind of misses.
Kind of glances.
All right. Dan's next in sports. He'll tell us why one Chicago resident really wants the Cubs to win.
For every expedition.
And then it can start raining.
There you go.
Pouring again.
And get warm again,
Yeah.
no doubt. Well, today in sports, we are remembering how one man can change history.
Oh, and he did. Jackie Robinson, this is when he made his debut in a Brooklyn Dodgers uniform, first black American to play in the Major League 50 years ago today. We'll talk about that when we come back. Also, we will talk about the Spurs having a very hard time against the Kings last night, and there were celebrations all over the country today remembering Jackie Robinson.
Howard, all those guys playing in the mid-50s, but didn't know that history had occurred, you know, just a few years before.
And most of those guys were on the same team together.
Yeah.
I mean, all those you mentioned, including some fellas who didn't want those fellas on the same team with them.
Yeah, that's true, too.
Dixie Walker, some of those deep South boys, but it all gelled, as we know, and that's the way baseball is today. But this is indeed the anniversary of the day Jackie Robinson changed baseball forever. 50 years ago today, he was placed in the lineup of the Brooklyn Dodgers, becoming the first black to play in Major League Baseball. In commemoration of that day, ceremonies will take place tonight in Shea Stadium at the Mets-Dodgers game that will include Robinson's widow and a brief statement by the President of the United States. Now, Clinton will also recognize another triumph by a black American, Tiger Woods at the Masters.
Four, isn't that what they say? Something like that.
As always, money talks.
Well, I'll get out the presents later. We don't want to have a flashy show on TV of what I'm going to give you. Well, it takes time to make money.
At least an hour anyway. We'll tell you about that when we come back.
You know.
Tomorrow morning at 11 on...
If we just got ahead of everybody shooting like Vinny.
Then you'd have had a big win.
We'll be right back.
Stay here.
Was a local mother out to her.
Any discounts?
I was thinking Luby's give you a discount now. I'm not sure, but Micah, look at the weather. It's going to be pretty good.
It's going to be nice. Nice today, nice tonight, nice for the next few days. Go out and enjoy your birthday.
I'm going to try.
And we only kid you because we love you. We'll see you again tonight at 10.
Tom Brokaw is next.
The FBI laboratory, very serious flaw.
Tonight for the CBS News.